Greetings, my friends, beloved Ascended Masters. I come here today to continue to discuss these principles of the law of one, of a principle of ideas and guidance. Do only take whatever resonate with you. Right? It is important. Today we're in the snow. It is kind of nice and pretty, snowflakes, but I want to discuss the different ideas today, and I wanted to say the difference between truth and illusions. What is truth for you? What is illusions for you? For facts are not truth, but there are many facts that are going to come up that's going to be revealing the truth. For what we consider truth is that which is aligned to fact, and the lies, the illusions, that which is not aligned to facts. But illusion is a lot more than that, and truth is a lot more than that. To me, there is only one truth, that is God, and nobody knows God except God. So it's just a matter of realizing what is true and how do you differentiate between truth and illusions. How do they manifest in your experience? For me, it is a matter of feeling. It's because it's all a matter of perspective, and we have to be able to shift our perspective every time we feel we need to. We can change our perspective, and so change the frame of what we're looking at. For me, it's a matter of feeling, of frequency. I perceive the truth within a sacred light frequency, and when this light comes into my life, it elevates me, and I see that truth within this light. It is beyond words. It is beyond explanation even. So we have to follow our intuition for now, because I speak often about guidance, because when we have done enough work, we receive telepathic messages from all over the place. We're conscious of our guides, of our I am presence, of the company of heaven, and we're constantly communicating or receiving information. But at first it comes through intuition, it comes through signs, it comes through synchronicity. You have to create, because we all have this guidance. It's not like because some are privileged to have this guidance and others are privileged to have more God within. No, God is the same within all, but it's a matter of processes. So take your time, communicate, use the dream state to communicate with your soul. Ask your soul to guide you. For the mirror of life is everywhere, and we're all surrounded by mirrors. So it's very difficult to get away with anything right now. Just accept yourself and do not judge yourself. Rather no matter what happened. And if you need some peace, always light a candle. Lighting a candle will not make you more spiritual, but it will calm you down. It connects you to spirit. And you want to forgive the earth, you want to forgive life, and forgive God and the Creator for anything that could be. For God, life is a gift, but we've created very difficult circumstances sometimes, and so continue to work with this letting go of judgment and turn into love, to let go of to forgive and let go of the judgment. For love is the power. Love is the true power. For love and wisdom is the true power. But until we can truly know that we have wisdom, concentrate on love, and wisdom will come through experiences. Yet when we believe that we have wisdom, life can come and show us that we have very little wisdom. And so the wisdom of Socrates, I am one certainty that I do not know, is still valid today, although it was 2,500 years ago. So wisdom is not something that go out of fashion. It is something that grows. For the creator energy is everything that flows through you, and your ego is part of the creator's experience. And we want to find this balance between the ego and the soul. So it is a matter of shifting perspective, the ability to learn and shift perspective within the now, depending on how we receive the information in response to our intuition or our guidance. For unity consciousness is the fastest way to truth, but we need to do this resolution, to create this resolution, and for that we need to let go of polarity, and to allow all things to be, and just to flow with that, and to be ourselves. I'm going to pull a few cards. If you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. I can still do those, maybe not for a very long time, but and I thank you for liking, for watching those videos, for listening, for considering those things I'm talking about, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and for your donation. I thank you very much. For the observer is the intuition. The past, present, and future has the past is the ascension, is assess. We've been assessing. We've been moving step by step towards this. It's a process, a step-by-step process. And right now is righteousness. We want to be right. We want to be true to ourselves. We want to be ourselves as much as possible. And the future is going to be encountering a meeting. We're going to meet certain people that are going to be very significant for us. So just be open to, receptive to those new meetings. The people that people that you meet, you don't feel alone anymore, because you made this connection. co-creation, and this is part of the of our soul plan to come together at certain point and complement each other to be to create some new reality together. We're always in co-creation process. What we're working on now is courage to overcome fear, to overcome obstacle. And what will come in the future is humility. We need to stay humble, to remain humble, and that we'll learn that humility for God is the great void. He possesses everything, yet he gives his will to all his creatures and to do whatever they want with. He could assert his will in any time in anyone's life, in any form or shape, but he doesn't do that. He allows us to live our life. So he's like the most humble, yet he possesses all. He's really in control. Understand there is only one power, and it is God. I wanted to briefly discuss this idea of money. For money, it's like, of course, there is people that, we live in a monetarized world since Aristotle. It's becoming like the center focus of our attention. And so, of course, we can have a simple life with very little money, but for most of us, we do need to have more money to manifest our dreams and visions. And so, and if you're already a multimillionaire, you don't have a problem with money. It's like, this is not your problem, because money attracts money. Like love attracts love, fear attracts fear. If we become better at anything we do, if we cultivate drama and conflict, we'll become good at that. If we cultivate joy and serenity, we'll become good at that. So And so this idea of money is, a lot of people have this very bad idea about, they believe money is the root of all evil. They believe that rich people are evil people or dark people. But it's completely false. It's a complete false idea. Money is completely neutral. It depends. As long as you don't hurt anybody to get it, and you don't hurt anybody in spending it or investing it, then you're home free. It just opens the way for it. And to have an abundance of resources is good if you like. Of course, it's all personal. But this understanding, we have to eliminate all ideas that relate to lack, and it's even subconscious idea that we can have a negative vision of how we talk about, because of jealousy or envy. There's a lot of people that criticize people that have money, but they go buy lottery tickets, hoping they will get there. But you can only attract money when you love money. Know that money loves you, and you love money. And there is a little exercise it was given through channel that is, I think, maybe practical. It's to reconcile ourselves with the idea that we accept more money into our life. Is to make a list of 100 things that your life will be of better quality of life, that will make your life happier if you have more, if you have a lot of resources. So all those things, do not limitate this list. You can make more than 100, and you can. It doesn't matter. So it's about thinking about the quality of the energy rather than the money it needs. So once you have the energy of what you need is already accepted, the money can come easy, with greater ease, to support this vision. Just an exercise. For we have this GPS. When we go to our sacred, we go to return to spirituals. Like this. For money is spiritual as well, and do not believe that anything is not spiritual. For everything is connected to spirit, and spirit utilizes everything. So, we do need to reconcile ourselves with abundance and let go of lack, of every form of lack. Very important to become abundant for ourselves. For divinity is never associated with poverty. For there is a lot of injustice that's been done in a relationship to those energies, but it will be equalized between the have and have-nots. There is enough resources for everybody to have what they need, but this will come, and so a lot of fact and truth are going to come up. The financial world is going to be exposed, and we're going to recreate an economy that functions and that is clear, transparent, and works for all, where nobody's left out, and all kinds of things are in the works in the divine plan. And but to make already our connection to the abundance, and to make this list of those things, our mental list of all the things that we can. It's all about quality of life, because if people have money, but the only thing that they do all day is to count their money, and so, or they don't want money because they're afraid of paying taxes, and so they're afraid of it, and so no, it's okay, make a lot of money, you'll pay more taxes, but although taxes are not really so ethical from a spiritual point of view, everything will change really quickly. So do not worry about that, and trust your soul. But I just thought I mentioned that. I will maybe return to make a video more about those things of the earth. For this GPS is to be centered in the temple of your heart, and you have these like periscopes that you through the vertical axis you can send a line of consciousness where you can actually get information into all kinds of higher frequency of consciousness. Is to work with this periscope and let yourself be guided by the infinite energy, intelligence that is God, that is within you. Seek until you find, and seek, continue to seek it until you find it. For God is trying to connect to you as you try to connect to God. And so it's like it's a two-way street. Every time you make one step forward, the universe will make 100 steps in your direction. So continue to make those steps, and it is important also to make this connection when we connect to have perseverance and persistence in what it's like, not to allow anything to prevent us from what we seek, to achieve what we need to achieve. And so because we want to get a clear feeling of who we are. Huh? Sometimes we do, and sometimes we do not want to judge ourselves when we come out of that. And some also take time. Because there is a drama going on in our head, to let go of the drama and connect to the galactic planes, the galactic families, the ships, and to get the information from them. And they want to connect with you as well. But you need to take the time to close your eyes regularly and open your heart to do that. Those little exercises. For we cannot judge ourselves everything is perception, but we have a tendency to judge ourselves in terms of winning and failure, in terms of the circumstances of our life. But this is a very poor scale, because we do not know who we are. We are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions, we are not our circumstances. For it is easy to be in a very peaceful and serene circumstances when we are like on a nice clear day on the beach suntanning. But if you're on a small boat during a storm in the sea, your serenity will be confronted with will be challenged. So it is not everything is changing, and circumstances will change. It's just deal with it with as much grace as possible. When there is a storm, just be the storm. just be the storm. And so for all those people that are living our life also are meant to live. They're not for us. Just let them go and just accept that you don't need them. For I would say that everything is changing except the song. For the song I'm going to sing comes from an album that says the song remains the same. And this song of our soul will always remain the same. It's like it evolve and grow and change in frequency, but the tonality doesn't change. For Picasso will not ever paint a Matisse. Well, he made some in the 30s. He made Matisse-like paintings, but they were still Picasso. And Matisse will not paint Picasso, so I will only paint Mansillon. For it is all, you want to be yourself and continue to be yourself, and that will not change this direction. So because energy is like a vessel, our psychic energy, everything happens within our head, in truth, in our spirit. So even our physical body exists there. And so, but this psychic realm is filled with energy, both quantifiable and qualifiable, that is made of our past experience, our culture, our childhood, our memory, and all kinds of things. So it's filled of things that are, so you want to elevate the quality of it, but it's good to clear up your mind, make some silence, because to empty out this vessel, to be empty as much as possible. For God, this divinity is fully empty, and it's when it's fully empty that the truth is revealed. For it is fully empty, but it contains all things, this divine void that is God. God always exists within the void. And this song of our soul is like a choral. When we're like in a choral, when we sing the song of our soul, our true song, we'll discover that this true energy of our soul, it's about balancing out the soul and the ego, but the soul has to become dominant. When we are fully in the energy of our soul, we are like in a choral, like every voice is increasing the quality of every other voice. But we come into a situation where people are conflicting with us. If there is too much conflict and people are not willing to understand or hear what we have to say, it is better to stay silent and turn your soul to God. Breathe and send your light silently. Don't get involved in polemics or try to convince anybody, because there is no... some people have chosen the very long road. They will not awaken. Their soul has chosen that they're going to take many incarnations before they come to this realization of love and unity consciousness and liberation. So respect that choice. Just love them as much as possible, because rather than seeing them as some antagonist perspective that are coming to confront yours, just see it with the eyes of God. It is this inner divinity sees all those beings, whether no matter how old they are, or how young they are, or what is the social condition, as the children of God. And so, to realize your God self, you have to see them as your children, and see them as children, to love them no matter what they do, no matter where they're at. For it is a challenge, but it is something that is growing each and every day, this realization on how to integrate these divinity principles. And for it is the choice of our higher self that we came here. We all have different reasons why we came here, but it is we were all sent here by a higher self, for we are both one and many. And hope leads to unity, and unity leads to hope. And so continue to cultivate whatever feels right to you in order to be yourself. And as the last question is like, are you ready to go within? Are you ready to accept whatever you find within? Are you ready for a new life? So let me know if you're ready. Hopefully, for being ready is mentally we'll say yes, we're ready, but it's something very deep, and to be ready for something. And so it comes progressively. It allow spirit to guide you and teach you, and remain humble. The highest wisdom for today is the deep knowledge. This deep knowledge. What we need to understand is the yin, the power of the feminine, the divine feminine, to be receptive, to allow things to unfold naturally. What we need to do is reparation. We need to fix up whatever it's within our power to fix, is to fix, to realign, to balance out those aspects of our life. And the outcome is the time of departure, time of living. We're gonna be called to this new life that is a brand new life that is before us. Well, I hope this message was meaningful, interesting for you. I'm going to sing this song. In rock and roll songs, there is usually the romantic song and the philosophical song. This is more like a philosophical song that can be interpreted on many levels, 1, 2, 3 levels. There's a lot of deep, complex spiritual insight in this song. It's called Stairway to Heaven. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came here for. Ooh, it makes me wonder. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiving. Ooh, it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voice of those who stand looking. Ooh, it really makes me wonder. And it whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. The piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul. There walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, where all are one and one is all. To be a rock and not to roll, not to roll, not to roll. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. Great songs of Led Zeppelin. For this, a lot of amazing songs. This is the one I know, and it's very, very profound. There's a lot of keys and codes in this. There's a lot of philosophy in the rock and roll of the music of the 70s. And the card of the day is to change your life. The Archangel Samuel. Resolution, a sudden revelation that allows you to see freedom. Do not wait until tomorrow what you need to do today. Grasp every opportunity that offers every change. So it's really much letting go of the past and letting go and seizing the opportunities when the opportunities are given. Seize it and take it. And I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.